Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the verdict is out on Mr. Ja Morant. Finally, the news has broken. Ja Morant, y'all, listen, it's crazy. He will, miss some time. This is unfortunate. 25 games. Commissioner Adam Silver has finally came out and delivered this news. Unbelievable. Ja Morant will miss 25 games. So a lot of people predicted Ja to miss an excess of the whole season. This is definitely, like I said, a change in effect of, what people was thinking. Obviously, we all know Ja's coming off a situation where he got caught, with that thing. It wasn't a good look. A lot of people are going to decipher 25 games. Was this fair? Was this what? Was this what? We all know the last regime, they felt like he got off lightly. We're going to get into everything, y'all. Ja Morant will be returning to the Memphis Grizzlies. I guess this doesn't spell all doom and gloom if you are a Memphis Grizzlies fan. I know a lot of people thought it was all she wrote when they seen the situation with Ja, when he got caught up again. They was like, oh, not again. But yeah, it happened again, y'all. So, the league, Commissioner Silver, and like I said, it's wild because he sat down with Commissioner Silver, and Silver said like he felt like he was blindsided. So, and then he wouldn't really comment on what was going to be the suspension until after. He said, listen, we ain't going to touch on this till after. And now here we go. But we have learned that Ja Morant will miss 25 games of the upcoming 2023-24 season, y'all. So I'm just putting everybody on game. There will be conditions Morant needs to meet in order to return, although it's unclear what there will be. So there will be conditions, y'all. This marks the second time in the last 3+ months that Morant has received a suspension from the NBA for a situation related to that thing. Back in March, Morant was recorded waving around a thing in a Denver nightclub, in which he received an 8-game suspension from the league. The decision was crazy. It included, games, and then after he stepped down from the Grizzlies for the 6 games and entered the counseling program, that all of that was a part of the situation. And like I said, he sat down with Silver up in New York City. So with all of that, we still come to this. His most recent incident was back in May, when Morant was in the front seat of the car, which wasn't moving. One of his friends was on live stream on Instagram when Morant, did whatever, which led to the Grizzlies suspending him from all team activities. In the press conference prior to the start of the NBA Finals, Silver told the press that the league's investigation uncovered additional information, but the decision was made to wait until after the series was over to announce a decision out of respect to the teams competing for a title, which is fair, because you got to understand, Ja Morant, if he would have got suspended in the NBA Finals, it would have completely hijacked everything, from it all. So it just doesn't make a lick of sense, in my humble opinion. But hey, to each his own. Ja Morant, is a true talent. I hope that he could get this stuff situated. He's got a great father. I want to hope that, they could really sit him down and get him right, because this man should have been first team All NBA. This man is coming off of 26 points per game, 46% from the field, 30% from 3, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, a steal, damn near half a block. He has a decent co-star with him there with Jaren Jackson. It's a lot of good things, what they could do out there in Memphis, but they need the leader. They need the head of the snake, which is Ja Morant. This team, this whole organization is not moving without Ja. So I hope Ja can understand his importance to who he is, in totality, and hopefully that, he could understand that he is a superstar, and like I said, point blank, period. That's what I want to hope that he could believe, man, because we don't need no more of this. The sneakers is out. Like I said, you got kids watching. I think that this is going to be the incident where, okay, let's pump the brakes. Let's pump the brakes and let's get right. and I think this is going to be the situation. Because like I said, the league felt like they got over on them easy. We still going to have their pundits say 25 games is a joke. We're going to say it's still going to have, you're still going to have people to say that this is not good enough. That what is this? What I will say is, what if this wasn't John Morant? What if this was, Serge Ibaka? Would he have just been suspended indefinitely? Kicked out the league, and I hate to use Serge as anybody else, in general. If this was anybody, would they have put up with this kind of tolerance, this leeway? Could it be that John Morant sells tickets? Could it be that building up there, in Memphis got to get filled? It's TV deals. It's big business, y'all. So hopefully John Morant can understand that they don't need this. I think that T. Morant needs to get closer, maybe than he is. I think he needs to maybe, like I said, drop some of the people in his circle, if not all. At least not run around with you, publicly, and you need to get more family around you. It need to be more of that kind of atmosphere around for Ja. The atmosphere that he promote. Basically, when things all hit the fan, what did he put out? What did he post? He posted his daughter. He posted his mother. He posted his father. These are the things that's important to John Morant. So I want John Morant to understand, who he is in this league. And I pray that he get it all situated and together. But John Morant, y'all, he is out. This is truly unfortunate. Commissioner Silver, has stepped down and delivered this great news, unfortunately. And when I mean great, I mean how massive it is. Pause, this is crazy, because this kind of held up the off season. You got the draft coming up. You don't need all of this. Let's get all of this nipped in the bud. So next week we could just talk about these young players, the new crop, and things of that nature. Trades. There's so much positivity in the league. We don't need something like this looming to where basically it just holds up everything. But nonetheless, y'all, we have breaking news, man. John Morant has been suspended for 25 games. Commissioner Silver has came out and stepped and informed everyone of this grave, severe news from Mr. John Morant. So let me know y'all thoughts on him. A lot of people speculated what it was going to be, what it was this, what it was that. But the verdict is in, y'all, and 25 games for his second situation. It's Flight Sports. Make sure you subscribe for more news, updates, and more. Peace and love to everybody, man. This news came out.